everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It's the 17th of December, 2021, and I'm going to be looking into the energies of 2022 to see what wisdom, what healing the universe would like to share with us to prepare us for a brand new year of experiences. Okay, so I'm going to relax and get tuned in, and let's see what comes up, shall we? All right, here we go. What is the most meaningful wisdom, healing that I can share with everybody in preparation for the 2022 experience? So I see in 2021, I'm looking down what is a square shape, and I'm looking down almost like the telescope is turned backward. So I'm looking at the big end into the small end, and it's a square shape, okay? I'm looking down a square tunnel into a very small end, which is a very tiny door. And this door represents the borderline of what we define as the last day of 2021 and the first day of 2022, okay? And then I step back from looking down this, trying to see down this, seeing this little tiny door kind of makes me think of Alice in Wonderland, right? With the little doors and the mushroom eating and the small and the big, right? But I'm stepping back, and it's almost like I'm taking this strange telescope and I'm tossing it away, and I'm just going to be present. I'm just going to be present in whatever things are right now. Whatever things are right now, almost like encouraging us to not worry about days or weeks or months or calendar years, but just to be present in the way things are right now, okay? And the way things feel for us right now. And it's almost like we always hope that next year is going to be better than the current year. Almost like the year holds this sort of basket of possibilities, and we want to see the brightest and the best come forward for us in the new year, right? So we get kind of burnt out as we get through the final days of 2021, only to feel a renewal as we cross that invisible barrier between the years, you know? And now we're starting something new, something fresh. It's almost like challenge yourself to start something new, something fresh today, because there aren't any years. There's only right now. There's only this present experience. It literally is erasing, like I'm shown kind of a dimensional chalkboard. Like if you could take the drawing on the chalkboard and then bring it out from the chalkboard, so it's sort of like levitating there before you, but there's more to the writing on the wall than what it appears to be. And so it's taking it out, and it's like the chalkboard starts to disappear, and it's almost like... Let me go back into this experience and really define it. It's like about letting go. This means a lot, though. These words, letting go, means a lot, okay? Letting go of the way that we want it to be, the way that we need it to be in order to be happy. So letting go of our grip on control, okay? Control then that creates security. Security that isn't actually real, because we aren't just choosing to be present in the moment. All right, so we need to just be present in the moment with the way things are right now, and even to encourage ourselves to start something new, a new beginning today on the 17th of December. It doesn't matter what year it is. To start something new today because we're ready for it now, not later. We're ready for it now, not later, okay? There's something interesting about this chalkboard, and to see the chalk and the dimensionality of it coming out towards me, I really want to explore this more. And I just sort of stand there dumbfounded, almost like I'm trying to touch what is written, and it doesn't really help me understand anything. But yet at the same time, it shows me there's so much power and so much meaning to something that maybe I can't even comprehend. I can only comprehend it so much. And I think I might know it, but what do I really know about it? Let it reveal itself to me, okay? Let it reveal itself to me. Let your year, let your time, let your present, let your experiences reveal more to you than you can grasp at this time, about them. Again, letting go of being possessive over how you want things to turn out for you, how you want things to be, what you always wanted. Well, why can't that happen for me? I've done this. Why isn't this happening for me? We get wrapped up in a goal, in a manifestation journey. I put all this time and energy into XYZ, and I've been doing this for the last 10 years, and I'm literally getting nowhere with it, but I don't want to give up on this. So what does that mean exactly? Are we still holding on to or possessing and as something that we want to achieve in our life, right? A goal, a manifestation that we're trying to achieve. We, the human, have the power to create, right? So what is our possessiveness over what it is that we are trying to create when it doesn't come for us, when it doesn't happen? Maybe next year it will happen, finally, So there's something interesting in this conversation about what we're working with, what we're doing, what we want to get out of life, our need for things to be a certain way, for us to be happy, our frustration when things don't fall into place the way that we want them to, and how all of this is related to time and to energy, even into years. How do we just live in the moment, How do we just understand what that even means to let something go? Why would I let this project go? Why would I let this idea go? Why would I let go of this dream that I've put so much energy into? Does that mean I just walk away from it? Now, they're wanting to explore this more deeply, okay? And so, all right, this is really about what have you been up to in your life? And what have you been trying to create in your life? And how's that been working out for you? And how do you need that to work out for you? And what are the conflicts that are in the way that are frustrating you? And what is your relationship with the frustrations, etc.? Okay, so it's like understanding your relationship with what you're wanting to do or create or be or experience in this life. And how is that working out for you? And how does that make you feel? Because sometimes it's like walking into a wall again and again and again and again and again, and then wondering where are these walls coming from and why these walls keep happening and how do I break down these walls. 2022 has got to be a year of freedom, a year of so much growth and development. We've been going through so much over these last years. It's time for something to bust. It's time for something to break, the dam to break and the water to flow, and many great and beautiful things to take place. So what is our relationship even with this conversation, this idea of this has to happen? This has to happen in 2022. If it hasn't happened in this year, it's definitely got to happen in 2022. And so now what's our relationship with the way things have to be, right? And it's hopeful. It's very optimistic. But it's not living in the way things are right now. And the way things are is the most beautiful they could ever be. And what's our relationship with that? How are we building a relationship with that concept? The way things are is the most beautiful they could ever be. Gets us out of time, gets us into the present, right? Takes our grip out of what we're trying to create and forcing into being. And if it doesn't, it just creates despair in our life and confusion. So what does letting go mean? Being at peace with the way things are right now. So it's like you have a dream, you have a vision, you're working towards that, wanting to have access to that experience in your life, okay? And you're hitting a lot of brick walls, let's say, okay? But you're not going to give up. You still want that experience in life. So it's quite interesting to explore what are the feelings involved in this. it's very natural to want something. We're all human. Who doesn't want to have a good life? Who doesn't want to have an awesome Saturday night dinner, with a great movie to watch and everybody in the family is happy and working together? Like, who doesn't want perfection, the perfect ideal situation at every single moment of our life? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't emotionally want that? I think it would be insanity to not want that, right? And so how do we accept the way things just simply are without needing them to be more than what they are right now? And maybe there's some really beautiful things that you can't even fathom how special those things are for you right now, because you're putting your energy into something else that you want more than the way things are right now. There's this idea that keeps hitting me, especially this month, about how we are all safe in the experiences that we are having. We are all safe in the choices and the movements that have taken place in our life. And maybe there's regrets. Maybe we're holding on and not accepting the way that the wheel of fortune turned for us, because it shouldn't have happened that way or whatever. And so there's all these like deeper moral connections and ethical beliefs that I'm a good person, then good things should happen for me. And why does this person get that and I get this, or who knows what, okay? But we have these attachments. You understand? Now we're gripping again. We're gripping to try to understand our decision and the way the world turns and the way life is, and how do I need to be to create a better life for myself. And again, we're gripping, okay? So the concept of letting go comes back. I've had this conversation with my guides before, that if I had nothing to think about, if I had nothing but peace for my current moment, and I didn't want anything else, it just feels confusing to me that I could just sit silent and that's all that I experience right now. Because what else is there to want? If there's nothing to want, what is there to think about? I could sit in joy over every single moment, but it seems quite strange because I'm not familiar with being in that state of mind from morning until night, till morning, every day of my life. And maybe that's what we need to be working towards, is our dream come true, is letting go of our attachments to want and need and the way things need to be in order to be happy. We let all that go and we just sit in this sort of inner peace. And we allow ourselves to think bright at all moments about everything in our life and about the people of our life, whether we like them or not. Think brightly of them. Think brightly of ourselves. Think brightly of the things that we have and the things that we don't have. Think brightly of our experiences. Think brightly. And so if we want to go back to inspecting through the strange telescope of time into the closed door of 2022 that we haven't yet reached, right? If we want to think of what is the most meaningful wisdom and healing I could share in this message for all of us today, on December 17th, right, is to simply think brightly today, right now. Think brightly. Don't think brightly in 2022 when things work out for you. Hopefully. Think brightly about everything you have, everything you're experiencing, everything that rubs you the wrong way. Think brightly about it. Put light into everything that you are doing, that you're afraid of, and put light into your fears, put light into your insecurities, put light into yourself. And that's what they're encouraging us to explore here, putting light into things, into life, into every moment of our day. Be bright. And that's literally all I'm called to share about this. What an interesting message. It makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Makes a whole lot of sense. It really gives you a feel for what letting go actually means. It's not letting go of your dreams, letting go of what you're trying to accomplish. It's just being at peace with everything and feeling bright about the way the world turns. No matter what is turning in your life is beautiful. and full of light, and the greatest gift of all, and to open your heart to that sensation, that feeling, that high vibe experience all day, every day. And it's like, that's how you manifest the best 2022 you could imagine, is you start in December 17th right now, and you start allowing yourself to feel bright about everything in your life right now, and don't worry about the way that it's going to turn out for you. Just be happy for the way things are, and feel safe in the way things are, because there's no other way to feel. Okay? So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your love and support here. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, beautiful rest of your 2021.